Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to the next episode of our SWE World Cup of Wrestling. We are down now to the final two matches in the group stages. Just Group D left now. Canada versus South Africa this evening. In what could be a very interesting match. I'm still coughing, bloody hell. And here is our opening match of the evening. Chris Jericho takes on Adam Rose. Of course, at this point in time, South Africa are on absolutely zilch points after losing Ireland and 5-0 to Tonga as well. So this is Canada's big chance. Canada are currently, well, as we come into this episode, Ireland are top of the group on 8, Canada on 7, Tonga on 5 and South Africa on 0. So you would imagine that South Africa are definitely out. Now Canada, with a strong performance here, can almost guarantee their position in the next round. They need 3 points, well, 4 points to guarantee their position in the next round. Of course, they know already that what they're going to get first and second place in the next round. First place in this group will face off against Germany, and second place. This bloody cough is doing my bloody head in now. Second place in the group will face off against Mexico. Right, there we go. So yeah, it's interesting. Canada, in my opinion, probably should finish top of the group. It depends on what happens between Ireland and Tonga. I think Tonga's going to struggle. See, Tonga had a fantastic first match when they beat of South Africa 5-0. They went into a match against Canada and got absolutely hammered. I mean, just how? Just why? And that's what screwed them over, really. If they got a decent result in that match against Ireland, or Canada, sorry. If Tonga got a decent result against Canada, then they would have a very good chance of going through. But because of that loss, they're in a very poor position, to be honest with you. They're wrong. They still have an opportunity, but they need to really do well against Ireland in our final group stage match on Saturday to have any chance of going through. And I don't know if I can see that happening, to be honest with you. They're going to have to beat them 5-0, I think, Tonga, really. Yeah. Yeah, they'll have to beat them 5-0 or beat them 4-1, then have to face them again. So it's going to be a tricky one. A very tricky one. I'm just getting fed up with this bloody cough now. I can't get rid of it. I've had it now for like 2 weeks, and it's just a pain in the backside. Because I really want to record a load more stuff, but I keep trying and trying and trying. It's like I just can't do it when they've got this much stuff going on. But there we go. Now this one on paper, you would have to say is in the hands of Chris Jericho, but you never know. Jericho has struggled a little bit so far. Well, he got a win over Tangaroa, but he also lost against Jordan Devlin, the surprise package in the Ireland side. There goes the bell. We are underway. Jericho versus Adam Rose to start tonight's episode off. Canada need a... Yeah, like I said, 4 points would guarantee Canada a place in the next round. That'll put them out of reach of Tonga. Because there is a chance here that if South Africa have a really good episode, that Tonga could get through ahead of Canada. It's very possible. Tonga and Ireland could both qualify, but it would take a lot here. South Africa so far 0 points from 2 matches. The worst team so far. There were teams on paper that I thought were worse, to be honest, but those teams did them pretty well, like Puerto Rico in Group C. I thought they were going to get hammered constantly, and they've ended up with 7 points. Only 2 points away from qualifying for the next round. It was pretty surprising, really. Jericho then French Chancery into a snap suplex when Adam Rose reverses it into a Northern Lights. Rose now brings Jericho back up to his feet. A nice spinning neck breaker slamming Jericho into the mat. I'm trying my hard. I got a cough right on the edge of my throat, and I'm trying hardest not to let it go. I can do this. I can survive this. Nice backbreaker there by Adam Rose. Never really liked the Adam Rose character. I was a big fan of Leo Kruger, though. I thought the Leo Kruger was a nice dark character. I thought the Leo Kruger would be a perfect addition to the Wyatt family, and it was rumoured for quite some time that Leo Kruger would be a member of the Wyatt family, but they brought this whole Adam Rose situation up instead, which I never quite understand, to be honest. Because I've always said in the past, right, Why would you spend ages and ages and ages in NXT? Build up your character, build up your ability, and getting everything right to how it should be. To only then be told, actually, we're going to change your character and put you right up on the main roster. You've got no chance to develop it properly. I just don't think it works, in my opinion. I think if you build yourself, like making a slight difference to your character before you go up to the main roster is one thing, but complete wholesale changes, just in my opinion, makes no sense. But there you go. Okay, Jericho is in control. In with the head scissors. Elbows right on the top of the head. And Jericho there rolls Adam Rose over into the walls of Jericho. Rose is very, very close to the ropes though. And I think he is going to just about survive this one. He does get to the ropes. Referee makes him break it. But there's the code breaker. I don't think it's going to take much more than that, is it really? Jericho drops into the pin for the 1, the 2. No. Okay. Very interesting. Adam Rose taking Jericho up into a nice gutbuster. And now Rose stalking Jericho. Wow, if Adam Rose does this, oh my god. Headlock driver. Headlock driver, now into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Jericho kicked out. Rose now in control, turning the match around. Nice spine buster. And Rose really doing well. I'm surprised at what Rose is doing, to be honest. He's hammering Jericho. Headlock driver once again. Wow. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. 1, 2. My god, Adam Rose just defeated Chris Jericho. South Africa. South Africa have their first point of the entire competition, and it's come from Adam Rose defeating Chris Jericho. Jericho's been a real weak link so far in this competition for Canada. Only 1 victory and 2 losses. Really poor for him, I think. Really poor. I'm just really surprised about this whole result, to be honest with you, but that throws a bit of a spanner in the works here for Canada. Like I said, they need 4 points. So they need to win every other game now to guarantee their place in the next round. For the coffin, eh? But yeah, well done. South Africa are out no matter what happens here, but they can definitely cause some problems. Definitely. Nice. Adam Rose victorious. Victorious. I'm just shocked by that, to be honest with you. Really am shocked. Can the South Africans continue? And here is our second match of the evening. Kevin Owens takes on Angelico for the all-important second point of the night. Like I said, Canada need all the rest of the points here this evening to guarantee their place in the next round. They should be okay anyway, to be honest with you still. But, yeah, it's tricky. They should be okay anyway, but you never know. Stranger things have happened so far in this tournament, and Tonga getting a strong victory over Ireland is definitely possible. So Canada will want to make sure they do get some strong points here this evening. A 4-1. A 4-1 should still be enough. And in fairness, a 3-1 should still be enough, really. But it just a 3-1, a 3-2 should be enough, really. But that would mean that if Tonga were to beat Ireland 5-0, which is, in fairness, Canada already 2 points ahead of Tonga. So the chances of Tonga pulling this back are very limited, like I said. But there's still the opportunity. Adam Rose obviously very happy now backstage, getting the first and only point so far for South Africa in this entire competition. Surprised South Africa struggled so much, to be honest, because they've got some pretty good wrestlers when you look at it. Pretty poor wrestlers in general. And here comes Angelico then. Pretty good Angelico. Won the highest rated in the team. But still a bit of a surprise that he's not done too well either, to be honest. Like I said, I thought he's a very, very good wrestler. I think he should be doing better than what he has been. I think everyone in the South Africa team really have not really showcased their full ability. Bloody hell. I'm gonna die. Yeah, they've really not showcased their best ability, have they, really? And we should be seeing much, much better from them. But then again, it's a very complicated tournament. There's a lot of very, very difficult people to face off against, and that's just all part of the parcel, I suppose, isn't it? But now Angelico versus... I finally got Kevin Owens' attire sorted out, as I promised I would do. But I forgot to change his entrance, obviously, so we still got the face of America, but there you go. It is what it is. It's fine. Blame Canada. Angelico in control early stages. Said he'll be desperate to get a second point as well. And like I said, South Africa are definitely out of the competition already, but they would want to showcase some of their ability. Of course, a lot of these people are fighting for potential futures in SWE as well. We've got a lot of possibilities for things coming up. I think over the next week or so, we'll sort of have a look at what we're going to do. Oh, I thought it was a package power drive then. Side one, a suplex. Yeah, I think over the next week or so, we'll sort of have a look at the options of what we could do next. And I'm not going to make a decision. I'm going to let you guys make a decision. I think that's the best way. Whether you want to go and do another universe mode, or we do another tournament, or whatever you want to do, really. We'll have to have a look into it. I've dabbled with the ideas of a UK show, or doing Carnage, or doing Throwdown, or doing Mayhem. There's other ones as well, like I thought of doing a Canadian show, or doing a Lucha Underground style Mexican show, or maybe doing a King of the Cruiserweight tournament, or a King of the Deathmatch tournament, or going hardcore, or... There's a lot of different things we could do. A King of the Ring style tournament. A bit like a G1 Climax, maybe a group stages. Maybe a Queen of the Ring as well. I've not done that at all yet, have we? So it'd be nice to have a look at that maybe as well. There's a lot of different things we can look at doing. Nice elbow in the gut there by Owens, now all the way through, rolling. And Angelico slamming him down. And it is Owens in control at this point in time, bringing Angelico back up to his feet, up on the shoulders. And into a sneak eyes. I thought Owens might look at a cannonball there, but instead brings him out with the powerbomb from the corner. Hopefully I can get rid of this bloody cough. It's doing my head in now. I'm not too bad. No, it's sort of eased off now to the point where I'm not coughing normally. But whenever I start doing a video and I've got to sort of accentuate my speech and shout or talk loudly for a bit, it just really kicks in again. I don't know. The things I do for you guys. Nice heel kick. I like that. I like that a lot. Angelico with the pin. One. Yeah, one count. Not much there. Nice drop kick right to the back of the head of Owens. But Owens just fighting straight back. Boot in the gut. Now sprung into that far corner. And now we're going to see it. Yes, cannonball by Kevin Owens. But Angelico fighting straight back into a ripcord knee strike. Out of nowhere by Angelico. Instead of taking advantage, he's up on the corner celebrating. Not quite sure why he feels so confident to do that straight away. And it might just backfire. Strikes back and forth, and now Angelico taking Owens up onto his shoulders, looking for like a Razor's Edge. He does hit a Razor's Edge buckle bomb on Owens by Angelico. No way is South Africa to get a second point here. Are they? There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Owens kicked out on the brink of 3. And Angelico can't believe it. He thought he had the match won. I thought he had the match won there as well, to be honest with you. But Owens back in control, playing possum on the ground. Owens just spearing Angelico off the apron, crash into the ground below. Angelico now being followed to the outside by Owens. Looking to just continue the assault. Owens launching Angelico back in the ring, clubbing blow across the chest and the boot in the side of the head as well. Owens now bringing Angelico back up to his feet. Hooks him into that nice neck breaker. Into the pin. 1, 2... And that is enough. Kevin Owens does pick up the victory and levels it back up for the evening at 1-1. Which now puts Canada equal top of the group with Ireland at this point in time. So, of course, we will do a buffer match if there is a decision between who goes through and who doesn't. However, if it is the top 2 teams that finish on equal points, we will then look at the overall who won the match. Which I believe was Ireland. I think Ireland won it 3-2, didn't they? Yeah, so Ireland beat Canada 3-2, I think. So if Ireland and Canada do finish equal points, then it will be Ireland who will top the group and face off against... Well, like I said earlier on, the winner of the group will face Germany, the second in the group will face Mexico. Great win here then for Kevin Owens. He's had a decent enough tournament so far. I think he struggled, if I remember correctly, in the Ireland match. I think he lost his match in the Ireland match. I think the only one who won... Oh no. Maybe he did win then. Yeah, because it was Jordan Devlin, wasn't it? Yeah, so yeah, Owens has won all 3 matches so far then. Good lad. And here is our third and final singles match of the evening. Kenny Omega takes on Just Incredible. Like I said, if Canada do get the final 3 points of this episode, then they will do enough to qualify for definite. There'll be 11 points against Tonga's 5, so Tonga cannot catch them. But it will be all about Tonga versus Ireland still in a few days' time on Saturday. If South Africa can sneak in and steal a couple more points out of this, then they could cause Canada a slight problem. I'm not sure who I would rather face, to be honest with you, in the next round. I feel like Mexico might be the better team. But at the same time, I don't think I'd fancy coming up against Walter. I think for me, Walter is the talisman of that Germany side. And in fairness, if Walter wins his singles match and he wins the 6-man tag, then Germany will go through. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Mexico is probably the more well-rounded team, whereas Germany have got a very, very strong member. and then two slightly weaker. Not saying they're weak, but not maybe on par with as good as Walter is. I don't know. It's tricky. I don't think you want to face anyone, would you? Really? You got to face someone, ain't you? To be the best, you got to beat the best. That is the key being taken into the final matches. And of course, what we're going to do is then we've got the final group match is going to be on Saturday. I can't see my schedule, but I'm just guessing. Final group match is Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll just have a little update episode, just going through the groups, roughly what happened and who's won, who's lost, and we'll just update on what the quarterfinal matches are going to be and then what the potential semi-final matches will be as well. So like I said, we'll see that on Sunday. It's not going to be an amazing, massive episode, but just to sort of download the data on you in case you've missed any episodes and you don't quite know what's going on. That's just the best way I can feel like of just getting everyone updated before we start the group stages. Or the knockout stages, should I say. Omega now with just incredible up on his shoulder, rolling through. And then I feel like we've got all four of the quarterfinal matches coming up for you pretty short. I think the whole tournament's due to finish by the end of the month. I know that. And we will have quarterfinals, semi-finals, third place playoff, and then, of course, the final as well. That's jawbreaker there by Justin Gabriel. Now taking Omega up at his shoulder, but Omega slides free. Omega with the elbows right in the head of Justin Gabriel. Justin Gravy who? Justin Gabriel. Nice there by Gabriel, sliding free into the reverse DDT. And Gabriel continuing with the elbow. And this will be a massive win for Gabriel if he can pull this off against Kenny Omega. And it looks like at this point in time he's dominating it, isn't he, really? Gabriel, nice drop kick right to the kneecap. Standing moonsault as well. There's the pin by Justin Gabriel. Only one count. Gabriel now compressing the head of Omega into the reverse DDT. Gabriel bringing Omega up. Omega tripping Gabriel over. Now bringing him back up to his feet. Omega, nice chop. Stiff right hand up on the shoulders. Here's my favourite move in wrestling, the captured German. Bridge for the pin as well. 1, 2, and 3. And it's enough for Kenny Omega to walk away here victorious and get that extra point for Canada. That's what they needed now. 2-1 on the night to Canada. Puts them on 9 points, top of Group D at this point in time. 1 point ahead of Ireland. Nice. I love that move. The captured German. I really like that move. And Kenny Omega joins Kevin Owens then on 3 successive victories in this competition. It's only Jericho who's lost matches, really. And here is our final match of the evening. And our final chance for South Africa to impress here in a 6-man tag, which I think is going to glitch out here. It has done the last couple of episodes, and I don't think I've been able to fix it yet, so it looks like it's going to have a problem. Oh, you can't do entrances. You're not allowed due to parental guidance. There we go, we're in. I don't know what to say with this thing. I really don't. It's crazy. I'm having a bit of trouble with my internet the last few days, and because of that, it's when you're not on the internet on this game, for some reason, it buggers up your parental guidances. I don't know why. I've set myself to have full authority of a parental guidance on this account, and for some reason, still, the game is not happy. And it's stupid because this is the one thing that I created myself was the entrances. I downloaded all the downloaded wrestlers, all the cores. So it's stupid, really. I don't quite know. I don't quite know what to say. But there you go. Anyway, if Canada is to win this, they're guaranteed a place in the next round. If South Africa win this, then there's still a chance that Canada could get eliminated, but it's a very slim chance, to be honest with you. A very slim chance. But I think it'd be good for South Africa just to get themselves a little bit more... They've done... Well, I don't know if they've been unlucky so far in this competition. I don't know, to be honest. They've had some difficult matches, but I thought they should have done better than what they have done, to be honest with you. I'm sure South Africa won't be happy if they know that only Adam Rose was the only person to get a single point in this entire competition. Because Adam Rose, again, is probably the weaker member of this entire team. But there you go. It is what it is. And there it is, the captured German once again by Kenny Omega. But he can't just go for the pin this time because he knows he needs to keep down his opponents as well, his other opponents. At that point in time, Canada weren't in the great position. And they're still not, to be honest with you. It's only Omega up on his feet now. Omega going to try and work over somebody else while Adam Rose drops to the outside. Omega just can't seem to hit a right hand here at all. Omega is now finally getting some control over Justin Gabriel. Referee's down though, as looks like Angelico going for a razor's edge here on Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens breaking it up nicely. Jericho now catches Adam Rose, rolls him over. He's trying to roll him over into the walls of Jericho. There we go. Justin Gabriel hasn't seen it yet. Is Adam Rose going to tap here? No, Rose able to break free. Or did he? No, he tapped. I thought he broke him free, but no. Adam Rose did tap. Justin Gabriel didn't see it. It was behind his back, and Kevin Owens was doing a good job of keeping Angelico down. That's what I'm looking for. And Adam Rose taps out from the walls of Jericho, and Canada do get the 4-1 victory. Jericho owed Adam Rose for that loss earlier on this evening, wanted to prove how much better he was, and he did get that submission victory finally in the 6-man tag. So, group stage wise now then, that means that Canada are guaranteed a place in the next round. They are on 11 points. Ireland are on 8 points, so Ireland need 4 points or more to top the group. Tonga are on 5 points, so Tonga need a 5-0 victory really over Ireland to win it, I suppose, or go through. And South Africa finish off on 1 point, which as long as they actually got a single point, that's better than nothing, because it looked really ropey for South Africa coming into this one, didn't it? But they managed to pull off at least a point in this one. It's still not good though, is it? Really, I think South Africa need to walk away from this competition with the wooden spoon. They were been by far the worst team so far in this competition. And it's a shame for them, really, isn't it? But there you go. That is the end of the episode and one half of Group D's finale. Of course, check it out on Saturday. The last 2 teams from Group D. Ireland versus Tonga for that last qualification spot. Of course, Germany and Mexico from Group C waiting on the other side for them. And of course, like I said, on Sunday, there'll be just a quick recap episode showing exactly who's on what amount of points. And just an update on who is going to be facing who in the quarterfinals coming up for you next week. If If you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for putting up for my voice slowly crackling away before the end of the episode. And I'll see you very soon for some more SW World Cup. Bye.